getting in and amongst it this week, coming to visit the AJ Bell before the big game, and we caught up with the main man, Ian Watson. Watson, how are you, mate?
Yeah, great, Simo. Glad to have you down here.
You're a local lad, loads of passion for this club. Tell us a bit about what Salford means to you.
Oh, it was my first professional club, so it's it's like anything. It's your first loving it, like kind of thing. Your first car, your first anything. So it's something I've got real fond memories of coming through from my career of starting out as a professional rugby player, and obviously to be part of it now is a special honour for me.
Is it a special time for the club because it's been a bit of a transition the last few years under Marwan Kukash? He seemed to have settled it all down with Tim Sheens and himself. Really good combination. Tim's gone to OKR. Marwan still didn't lose his mind completely. A little bit on the pitch after the £1 million game, but it seems to have settled back down, and he seems to be in a good place, and the club seems to be in a good place.
Yeah, we've worked really hard as a group to trying to create that. Like you say, last year with Tim, when we came in, we spoke about kind of the characters we wanted around the place and we wanted within the team, and we feel we've got that, and we're moving forward with that as well. And it always takes a while to get that, but working together, myself, new CEO now. Marwan himself, and along with the players, trying to get that good community feel about the club and a place where people want to belong and want to be part of.
You've got a few greys I can see there. I've got a few myself. Is that from the £1 million game? What were it like to be in that environment and actually go through that as a coach?
Yeah, people actually ask us that quite a lot about how did you feel and stuff like that, but I'm always confident in our group. I know what we've brought in and what players we've included in our squad here to make us a better group and a stronger group, and we feel like any kind of situation that we get faced with, we can deal with, which goes to show kind of some of our performances last year on losing the 6 points and how close we stuck together. So we're a resilient group, and even in that game, I was still confident we could get something out of that game. Obviously, you're always hoping and you never know, but luckily it turned for us.
Mate, I watched you against Leeds. You were pretty unlucky on the night. A few very tight calls. And you had a lot of your big players out. Justin Carney, Murdoch Masilla were out as well. And now you've got a new boy as well, Todd Carney. Superstar signing. I'm sure Marwan's got a poster next to his bed already. What's he going to bring to the club?
Yeah, it'll bring that little bit of an X factor of a player, the way he can control the game, the way he can pick numbers out and jump on a short side and take you there when you weren't expecting to be kind of vulnerable down there. He's going to bring a lot to us as a player. Just little chats with him now, you see how smart he is as a player and what he's been through as an experience, winning Dally M's, being in massive games in the NRL as well. Hopefully that can assist us and take us further forward in the kind of direction that we want to go with this group.
What's the target this year? What would you be happy with as a coach?
Yeah, we want to improve on what we did last year. So moving forward, making sure we get into that 8s and then building to get us to be a consistent team, like how Castleford have done over the years, to be fair. And if we can kind of follow that approach and get our group and our mindset into going forward like that and build it over the next few years, that'll be first class for us.
Mate, you seem to have handled Marwan really well. I know other people have struggled. What's the secret to handling him?
To be fair, he's been really good himself. You always hear from the outside, you think he's a different kind of guy, but front up, he contacts you to see how, he always wants to know how the boys are doing and what's going on around the place, and he's very good in that. He's interested, he's an owner of a club and he wants to take part in the club and be a part of it. He just wants to be kept up to date with what's going on, and I think the big key is communication with him as well.
Mate, community, obviously you mentioned it before, is a massive part of any club. Salford have struggled in the past with home attendances, getting crowds to come and put their asses on chairs and watch the game. What's the club doing differently now to attract fans?
Well, I think the big thing is kind of the new CEO came in, Ian Blease, and what he did was he brought the club together. So myself, as like head coach of the rugby team, was in with the schools project, and it all came together. All the media side, we had one big massive meeting saying we all need to buy into this and get on the same page, and we're making the players available. The players are buying into it. We had a meeting with the players saying this is what we want to do as well, and everyone's really on board and really putting the best foot forward for Salford and trying to make it that community club. So kids feel like they can come here and they can belong here, and the players are not somebody who they can't touch. They're accessible to them guys, and they're going into schools, reading with them, doing all different kinds of stuff at the moment as well. And we've had some really good feedback of that of late, and we want that to continue.
Mate, you've had some players as well really put their hand up and deliver standout performances. Gaz O'Brien, there's a few players who've ended up at Salford and they're starting really resurrecting their career here.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just finding a place where you belong and where you feel valued. I think that's the big key, being valued as a player and as a person. And that's something we was big on, like you say, was something that me and myself and Tim spoke about last year, about making sure that our environment was a good environment where people wanted to be and wanted to be a part of as well. So that's something went along the lines down, and I think people here do feel valued now, and then you get more out of players when they feel like they're valued as well. So hopefully we'll continue in that vein and we'll get more out of people still.
Whether it's power station, factory or stadium, covering installation or maintenance, SPEC, the specialist power contractor to industry.